As you can see it right there. It's the shape of a coin, but it is, what is this thing? I think it's silver. This home site we searched today was home to a hard-working American farmer. Steady income kept his family fed and at peace, and always looking forward to their next purchase to increase the output of the farm. But then came the Great Depression, a severe worldwide economic disintegration, symbolized by the stock market crash on Black Thursday, October 24. At the height of the Depression in 1933, 25% of the total workforce was unemployed. Although farmers technically were not counted among the unemployed, drastic drops in farm commodity prices resulted in farmers losing their lands and homes to foreclosure. The displacement of the American workforce in the farming communities caused families to split up and migrate from their homes in search of work. Hoovervilles or shanty towns built of packing crates, abandoned cars, and other scraps sprung up across the nation. Many went hungry. This farmer's story of this site we searched is no different. They had to sell off their excess meat or grain that was harvested to pay their bills, but even then it was not enough to keep the farm or the household running. He also started work at a local coal mine, but a short 6 months later that too had closed. The money that was saved at their bank was also lost. The family was forced to move on. The location or story of this family ends here. The homestead and a farm were abandoned, standing vacant until the lack of upkeep collapsed it in 1983. Why the home stood for almost 50 years with no upkeep is hard to say. No family to take over the farm? Did the family that once inhabited it all pass away from the difficulties of the Great Depression and never to return? The answer to those questions may never be known. Let's see if we can locate any more items at this site that can maybe explain what life was like for them and piece together some of the lost history. Welcome back, guys, for another search of this site with the Detecting PA. Hopefully we find some good stuff at this site. We've been here a couple times, so I'm just doing another once over. I'm hoping I can really find some good stuff because we haven't found a silver coin. Everything we found coin-wise was pretty modern. So this site was on the map in 1860, so there's got to be some old stuff mixed in here. So join us for this hunt. All right, so first find in the hole. It was a banging 81, I think it was. Not too far under the surface, but I got a gigantic spoon. It has a little bit of a design on it. It's nothing too crazy, nothing to get real excited about. But this is probably, I'm gonna say 1930-ish. But it would have been nice back then, obviously, but it's been in the ground for almost 100 years, so I'll take this as a first find. Easy to miss stuff, as you can tell. All right, so finding a hole here is actually what we found tons of here. And here's another one. Another miner's tag. It looks like number 497, maybe. I mean, the person who lived here had to have been a miner or a farmer or both. But it's a 497 miner's tag. This has got to be about the 10th one that I've got out of this site. So we're gonna keep on going through the backyard here. We're behind the cellar hole. Let's see if we can find anything else. All right, so I think I did it. It's not a coin, but it's silver. I think it's silver. So what this looks like is the outer ring that would be around a pocket watch. And that's heavy. If that's silver, that's a good bit of silver weight right there. The more I'm rubbing it, and it keeps rubbing off like perfectly clean, and it has the spots on it that a pocket watch would have. So we're gonna give you a close-up on it, and we're gonna look at it together. All right, so as you can see, right here is a cut stone, and right there is where I dug it. Almost 100% sure that's what that is. That's gonna be awesome if that is what that is. All right, so I know I cut the video off early on that silver ring that belonged to a pocket watch. I'm almost 100% certain that that's what that is. It has all the connections of where a pocket watch would be, and it's wiping off really easy. But I cut it off early because the tractor was right down over the hill here, and they were trying to drag something, they were yelling, so I just shut off the camera. But I have a find in a hole here too. A little jingle bell. It's been a long time since I found one of these, and it just has the single a single slit in it and it has 4 holes. So definitely it's not a crodle bell, but it is a jingle bell. We're gonna look at it together here. All right, so you can see the single slit there down the middle and then the 4 holes there, but it has the jingle bell top. Crodle bell would have a square top on it. So pretty cool finding this. This is period to the 1860s for sure. So it's nice to actually find something that was in that period. Everything's been like the early 1900s so far. I'm moving back on behind the cellar hole and I'm gonna go back over to where I found that buckle a couple hunts ago. So hopefully I can find some more cool stuff. All right, so I got something round in the hole. I swear everybody around here has loud mufflers on their cars. And everybody likes to rev for some reason. But anyways, I got something round in the hole. We're gonna turn around, we're gonna look at it together. I have no idea what it is yet. All right, as you can see it right there. It's the shape of a coin, but it is super thin, and it was giving me a 50 something. What is this thing? Maybe it's just play money. Could be just play money. I'm gonna brush it off. I think I see a number 5 on there, but I'm gonna clean it off and get a positive idea on this. All right, so this is pretty cool. What I'm gonna guess it is, maybe that's the guy's name on top and his employee number, and it's 5 cents. This side's slick, so I don't see anything on that. But maybe this was a a token that they would get for pay. He would take it to the store, buy whatever he could for 5 cents. And then obviously whenever payday was again, they just recirculated this back to him. It's starting to fade since it's drying a little bit, but that is a pretty cool find right there. What's up everybody? We are back here at this site. I know you just watched like the first 5 minutes of this site here, but since Jerry and I have found the information on this home site and the gentleman and the family that lived here, living through the Great Depression, I wanted to come back and see if I could find just a little bit more. As you can see, the weeds are growing up pretty tall, but we're gonna see if we can salvage anything in here. So let's get started. All right, so as you can see, the farmer that owns this land now has a bulldozer up in here, and he made a path right here. I don't know what he's planning on doing, if he's gonna, fill in the cellar hole, which is behind me here. As you can see down here, he cut out a good 4 or 5 inches. Now I think, a good find in the hole. It's big. I don't think it's a coin. It was giving me a 52 on the dais too. So we're gonna check it out together. All right, so the toad was plain as day. You can see it right here. And it is humongous. Whatever it is. I don't know if it's gonna be a token. Maybe, I don't know what that's gonna be. I automatically went to miner's tag because we found so many here, but as you can see, there's like a circle around there. I don't see a shank in the middle. Looks like maybe 2 pins might have been right there. A pin went straight across. I'm gonna brush it off here, and then we'll come back and show you what it is. All right, I don't think I see any words on it. So I'm not sure what exactly it was. It does look like it was a pin across here, maybe attached to something. I was hoping it was going to be a GW button. Started getting a little scared when I saw the design around the outside, but I can't make out any words on it. I don't know if you guys can or not. Pretty good find here. I've only been in here for like maybe 3-4 minutes, so this is the first repeatable that I dug. See if we can dig anything else in here. So literally like 12 inches from my last hole, my very next repeatable is this little rinky-dink thing here. This is a flat button. This is going to date way before the Great Depression. This is going to be mid 1800s probably. This site was here again in the 1860s. A little tiny, I don't know if it would have been a cuff button or what it was, but it's super tiny. Second find right off the bat, repeatable, is right on this strip where this dozer pushed the dirt. We're just going to keep working this strip right here. All right, so Jerry and I do know now that this homeowner was, in fact, a farmer and then a miner for a short time before they left this, and the house became abandoned after that. This is going to be about the 10th or 11th or 12th that I've found out of here. I know Jerry's found a few too, but we have another miner's tag or a cow tag, one or the other. This one just looks like a number 62, so added another one to the count here. Why he lost so many of these, I'm not sure. Amazing that we're finding the stuff that belonged to this guy. So we'll see if we can unearth it, just a couple more items that this guy lost. Let's go. So the tractor came up over the hill here. I have a find up here. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to swing outside of what this guy already did, because I mean, as you can see, it's growing up pretty good. So I don't know if you can see it laying right there. So he pushed the dirt up this way and surfaced that. I didn't even have to dig for it, right on the surface. So it's another miner's tag slash cow tag, and it looks like a 246 if I was gonna guess there. Not that important, but another one. They just keep piling up. Let's keep going. All right, so the tone I have in the hole here, it was giving me a super loud 90 tone. It's big, and I think Jerry found one at this site. Turn it on and show you. All right, so here it is. So what I think this was a piece that would have been on the side of a phone, I'm assuming. So when somebody would call, something we didn't hear would go from side to side in a bell, make it a dinging sound. It's one of those ones that they would hold up that black piece of their ear and speak into the front of that box, the wooden box. So that's probably turn of the century, I would say. So pretty cool find, piece of the home site that stood here. We'll see if there's anything else in here. You know, we always have hopes of finding jar caches of coins, especially in a home site that was around during the Great Depression, because that's what they did. They would bury their coins, you know, below the fence post, near a tree that they recognized that normally, you know, nobody else would recognize. Something like that. I haven't found a single coin in here, but the downside of hunting a site that was around in the Great Depression, they were really careful with their money. If they dropped it, they really looked for it and they picked it up. You know, not being able to find that dropped dime or quarter could have meant not eating that day. So if they did drop something, especially money, they spent a lot of time trying to find it. I've been in here for like another 45 minutes, haven't had too many tones. Jerry did find a couple coins on the other side. They were near 19 teens, something like that. So that would have been right before the Great Depression started. I didn't find any in here, but that's okay. I did dig a pretty good amount of stuff up, so I can't complain too much. All right, so as you can see, this is a pile of dirt that the bulldozer pushed up. I have a find right at the base of it. Too bad he couldn't come in here and just push the dirt around everywhere in here. I bet you we'd find all kinds of stuff. Turn you on and we'll show it to you. So here's the mound of dirt. This is almost the very base of it. So I found a little piece of the suspender. This would have been the clasp, obviously, that would go over top of the pin and push down on it and hold it. There would have been a piece down here as well. Nice little find there in a weird spot. I'm gonna go over this pile just a little bit more and see if I can find anything else. All right, so I have an 81 right on the top of this mound. I'm gonna set you up, we're gonna look at it. It's about right there. So it should be right in here. As you can see, the dirt's a little bit messed up from my coil. All right, getting closer here. Well, that can't, that's a nail there. That can't be what I initially heard. 81 is still in there. I mean, technically that could probably be it. That's a huge, huge nail. We'll scan over the hole here again, see if we can hear it. It's telling me it's down here now. So we're gonna search this. There it is, what is it? Is that a coin? Oh, I think it's a button. I think I feel a shank on it. Yep, another flat button. I knew that 81 was in there. Had to really fight for it. Thought it was gonna be a coin, but we got a flat button. Not too bad, mid 1800s, late 1800s probably. Gonna keep scanning this hill here and see if we can find. All right, so I'm right in between these two mounds of dirt that were pushed here. And it's actually in the grass. So this wasn't part of the stuff that was moved. So this, well, I'm gonna turn you around and show you so you get a better view of it. All right, so this just looks like a piece of junk, right? I thought it was too, but I think it's a rivet, and I don't think those are cannonballs like we thought before, although they are stacked in a triangle, probably grapes, just like before. I'm gonna brush it off and come back and we're gonna look at it together again. All right, so there it is. I would say, if I'm gonna guess, it would be part of a chair. Would have been really decorative. I guess it could have been like in a piece of wood as well, just, you know, any kind of wood that they just wanted to add a little bit of design to, but absolutely beautiful for just that little simple piece. I don't know if there's anything else left in here. I'm gonna keep trying. Another find in the hole. This is actually something I haven't found in a while. I know exactly what it is. So this piece right here would have been the ring that would attach the canvas to a Model T or a wagon. I want to lean probably more towards a Model T for this home site here. I mean, it could have been a wagon too, but this was what connected the fabric to the metal. Pretty cool find for this site, and you can just imagine the car in here parked that lost it. Well, we did pick up a few more relics getting out in the woods in the late spring. Beautiful land, birds chirping. But if you guys like this content, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment below, check out that video, and we'll see you again next week.